Over the last 3 days, we've been teaching a kind of introduction to the command line as well as R, all in the purposes of showcasing how to use and begin to implement bioinformatic research to scientists or anyone who's willing to learn, and to showcase what these types of tools can do to augment their analyses. Many of these types of technical skills, the command line as well as any other type of programming language, is often seen as a black box and is considered to be one of the primary barriers to doing data analysis, especially genomic data analysis. So the goal of the Data Carpentries is to introduce everyone to these types of concepts in a very friendly format to provide everyone with a very positive first experience so that they aren't scared of these black box concepts and they are more willing to explore and integrate these types of analysis into their own workflows.
It was great because usually when you actually take any courses, what they actually do is like you start from the basics. Usually they ask you to go through their basics and then they straight away jump to a really advanced level. But in this workshop, what they have actually done in the morning session, you actually go through all the basics, and then later on in the later half, you actually go through the actual data and then you apply what you have actually learned in the morning session. That is something which is like the first time I actually experienced. So it was really helpful. Everyone, all the helpers are really thorough with their help, and all the notes. There is a kind, I would say, the clarity.
While you can find many tutorials on the internet, they often don't provide the appropriate materials, and so you can just like read the code or read these examples, but if you don't have data that's ready to actually begin to implement, it's really hard for any of that information to stick. So what the Data Carpentries does is we provide this exact environment that you would likely see if you were to do this research on your own with all the programs, and we teach live coding to get everyone very familiar with typing in that code and navigating in these environments, because at the end of the day, you need to build that experience in order to gain proficiency in these skills. So the library is more than just hosting books. The KU library in particular is really great at sourcing all of our data sciences, and the Data Carpentries is actually hosted primarily within the library. And so without the library, I don't think there would be a Data Carpentries here. We have people in here studying more medical genomics, so you can anticipate a lot of human genomes, a lot of cancer research or other kind of disease research. We have people that are studying model organisms like fruit flies, which are Drosophila, or like little tiny worms and things. We have anthropologists in here that are studying, past people and past animal populations. We have evolutionary biologists that are studying anywhere from reptiles to bats to any animal, right? That's the glory of the natural worlds. And so one of the great things about DNA is that every biological organism is composed of DNA. So it doesn't matter where the source is from. At the end of the day, the analysis will be the same.
My area of focus is clinical pharmacology, and I work in the field of precision and personalized medication, and mostly I work with metabolomics data, and I work with the patient samples which are coming directly from the patient who suffer from immuno-inflammatory diseases, specifically juvenile idiopathic arthritis, which actually affects the kids. So it's kind of a version of rheumatoid arthritis. I do analysis in R, I do bash and shell scripting. This is a really nice kind of giving you a revision to what I have actually done. Like there's so many new commands actually I learned over here, and some of the old commands which I know, but it's kind of really good to kind of have a revision of those commands. It will definitely going to help my data, and I will enhance the quality of my data when I'm presenting it at any conference or even in my manuscripts.
If you're interested in learning about any type of data science, even beyond the genomics workshop that we just happened to cover, the Data Carpentries provides foundational coding skills in a whole variety of languages. I welcome everyone to try out the Data Carpentries. You can see everything that's available online. Also know that it is an international workspace, so workshops are being hosted not just at KU, but all over the country and all over the world on a pretty regular basis.
I would definitely recommend anyone who's interested in learning any kind of coding or any, I think, workshop given by Data Carpentry. definitely look for it.